Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Fall As They May, where today we discuss the issues of the political climate, as well as the direction of the stock market.
I'm a sprout.
Shiba coin go up.
Do you hear about gas prices lately?
Oh,
No,
Blue.
we're not going on tangents right now.
We are going on
We're
tangents.
not going on tangents right now. Alright, so, last we left off, this group, currently and respectedly at this point known as the Pietins, managed to win the competition here in Trezek after a very long and hard-fought battle and some unfortunate rolls on my part, on the part of their competitors. They emerged, the victors being granted a very large gold prize, as well as a bag of holding, so now they don't have to worry about storage space for the foreseeable future, unless someone really, really, really wants to go ham and start hoarding.
I was gonna say, don't tempt me.
At which point, made their way into town, did some purchasing, and then began thinking of just kind of where the road was just going to take them next. Received a couple of invitations, and the one they decided to go with was from Kira, who invited them to come along with her to Velade, as she had some business over there that she needed to take care of personally, which she was technically supposed to take care of quite a while ago. But, she thought this would be a fun detour. The party, after some discussion and deciding to go along with her, made their way to the train station, purchasing some rather expensive tickets, as well as some rather expensive housing for Badger's Mule and Cart. Which, I think, what is it? Didn't you, after the session, you were you could have sold both your things and rebought them, 3 times for the price, I believe?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times, yep.
Yeah. Such is the way of transporting goods. You're always overcharged.
Yep.
At which point, after making said purchase, they said, oh, look at him. That was his,
he does this thing.
Yeah.
He does this thing where he comes up and goes 10, 9, because he's counting down for me to throw him. And I'm like, all right, let's start.
That's fun. That's adorable. Anyway, purchased the tickets, and I think, if I recall, we just called the session there after you guys were getting ready to go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we do, I do recall that Nay went ahead and entered the room with Lem. Very quickly, Susha, did you get the note that I sent to you through Discord?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got some good working notes.
Fantastic.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah, Lem basically immediately went against what Void asked.
I mean, there's yeah, we had some cool conversations about where we were going, and here's a ticket and some other stuff. And it did not take very long for a very direct question to be asked, to which Lim was not willing to lie directly.
Yeah. Void was literally don't tell him where we're going. And then Lem's like, we're going here.
In response to, what is the name of the town we're
Where
going
are
to?
we going?
No, it wasn't even where are we going. It was the name. You asked for the name, and I was like,
Oh, I wouldn't care where Nay was going or where we're going, telling Nay, but
All right. To follow up on that, of course, after writing down all the notes, I would like to thank Lem, and I would also make sure that she continues writing her notes on what she wants us to do while we go into town, and I will go back to my room with Void.
Okay, sounds good. Also, Chris, I just went ahead. I assumed Void was going to pay for... I assumed Void was going to pay for himself, so you had no money, and then I think Lem covered you?
I did.
Oh, Squeeps covered you.
yeah, I covered somebody,
I'm
but not...
poor again.
It was 11 gold, right?
It was 11 gold, yes.
Okay. I don't think I took it out. Let me check.
Alrighty. So, I believe if my timetable is correct, you guys do have, I think, a couple days before you're heading off. So, is there anything anyone wants to accomplish in these next couple days before you guys embark?
Would like to study my anatomy book, or not anatomy, alchemy book.
Luke's gonna hate me right now. I'm going shopping.
Yeah. All right, let's get an overview of what everyone wants to do over the next 2 days. I could kind of condense some people.
And I do want to have a group conversation when we're all together.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 8 hours, 4 of them with the firearms manual, 4 of them with the construction equipment manual, unless it's way too fucking complicated for me, and then I'm gonna go with the toy book.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Lem.
I'd definitely like to spend at least a little bit of time, if the arena is open for sparring, and if people are willing, to spend a little bit of time there. Maybe if like Belmundo or Void, or if folks are interested in like practicing sparring, that just seems good to have sparring partners and keep our skills up.
Okay, sounds good. Mallock, Mallock, what would you like to accomplish?
I don't know if I'm still waiting on info from the
you're gonna receive
City Hall or whatever.
You're gonna receive that before you head out. I'm just asking if there's anything else in that time you're gonna accomplish.
I'm probably gonna go shopping.
Okay, so
I'm probably gonna go shopping at the magic store that I'm totally going to rob.
I'm gonna go shopping at the magic store for a little bit.
All right, Nay, what would you like to do?
It did crop up before, but I would like to request Lem to come with me to the clothing store, so that I can pick up the dress that she had asked for me to get.
Okay. And Badger, anything you want to accomplish in the next couple of days?
I have no real plans. I guess just sort of wander the city and try to become more familiar with the city as a whole in case I ever come back here.
Okay, sounds good.
How many days do we have?
I think I want to say it was 2 or 3 days from now.
It was like when we bought the tickets, they were like 3 days away at noon. So I think we have 2 whole days to ourselves, and then
a half day.
Okay, so for the rest of my time, I'm going to spend it following around. Belmundo. No, that'd be Mallock. And Badger.
Okay. Interesting. So Badger, on one of these days, you're just going to have a traveling companion.
That's fine.
That's actually hilarious. I love that so much.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead. I guess we'll do... So Void said you're just doing the reading. The reading. Okay, go ahead and make me a check for your book, the alchemy book. This will be intelligence.
Base intelligence check. And
10? Okay.
Wait, alchemy.
Was it? I know it was construction.
I'm doing the construction equipment book. Actually, I'm starting with the firearms manual. I guess I can do either.
Firearms manual, sorry. So that'd still be intelligence. So still, we'll take it. It's still a 10.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, this is not a technology you're familiar with by many means. So you're grasping you're beginning to grasp the very basics, but it's still a lot that's lost on you as you're reading this. Go ahead and make for the construction. I'm gonna actually say I need you to make a check at disadvantage.
All right.
This is the books you picked up are very intricate.
So I was to say if it confused me at any point, I'd go to the toy book.
Yeah.
Still a 9. It's not pretty.
So you open the book. You open to like the first page, and it's like table of contents. Okay, you're looking through everything. You flip to the next page. Get to you get to the like. You get through all the beginning pages that are like just fluff, and then you turn to the first page, and you're immediately met with an exceedingly big wall of text talking about different components, different like layouts, how things need to be tempered, what you need to be careful of, and you're just like, all right, and you just close the book. I say you get maybe about 30 minutes into that one before you're just like, this is way too much for me.
All right, toys, teach me about gears.
Make an intelligence check.
Cool. Oh, that's better. 16.
16. This book is a lot easier as it is made for children. So you open it, and it's basically a very, very simplified version of how, you know, gears work together, how mechanisms trigger off each other, how a power source is used in order to trigger these mechanisms, and there's pictures.
Cool.
So it is very would you like to attempt to work on your clockwork bird while you're
Nah, I'm gonna finish this book, then do the bird, and then I'm gonna switch to one of the bigger ones.
All right, sounds good. Oh, there, look at that. So cute. Is he just giving you a hard time, Al? Is he just giving you a hard time, Sean? He's all over you.
He just loves me. He just loves being around me.
That's good.
Putting things in his mouth that are not
easy enough
food.
there. So Squeeps, you said all you, but except for the meeting, you wanted to just work with your alchemy book, right?
Yeah, and follow Mallock and Badger
Mallock
around,
and Badger.
apparently.
Let's go ahead and do these really quick. So go ahead and make 2 intelligence checks, please.
19. That'd be a 17.
Okay.
And not as great. 8.
Okay. So on that throughout the first day after you finish, we're gonna go basically backtrack for everyone. So after that first day where you've been following around, we'll say Mallock. You come back and sit down, begin kind of flipping through your book, and it's coming. And on this day, it's coming a lot more easy to you. It's a lot of review at this point, so you're just kind of like, okay, I got it, you know.
Yeah.
And kind of breezing through it the next day after you finish following Badger, it's like, all right, let's sit down, open the book, and what does any of this say? What the heck?
Heck is going on here?
What the heck is a Bunsen burner?
Who's Bunsen?
All right. And then, so you make some progress the first day. You don't make any progress the second day.
Okay. That's fair.
Alrighty. So, we had a shopping episode time, I believe. So, Mallock.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Mallock and Belmondo, where are you guys heading?
Me, general store.
Okay. And then Mallock, you're going to the magic shop?
I'm not going straight to the magic shop. I'm gonna try to find maybe like a criminal contact local to the area that I can maybe work with or check out with, see if he's already pre-scoped that magic shop, or if I can maybe work with them and do a
go
little
ahead
50.
and make make an investigation check.
Is this during the first day with Squeeps following you?
Yeah, because I'm just looking for thieves chance.
Okay.
So I'm not looking for like a
So you're not
person.
really
I'm looking for
worrying
like a
about-
symbol to.
Yeah, you're not really worrying about.
Yeah, I don't need any.
Okay.
Yeah, Squeeze. Squeeze. I know is a crow loving, crow symbiotic magic bird thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what they can do. So I have no questions about them. If they want to follow me, I just am like, it's a bird following me, hanging out.
All right.
They're cool, but
so yeah, give me an
Technically.
investigation check. Matt.
all right, let me do my last one. Oh my god, 18 minus 1, 17.
17. Okay. So as you're sort of meandering around, and generally just trying to look for these sorts of like any symbol, or denotion of some sort of contact, you eventually begin making your way into the residential area where a lot of the people tend to kind of mind their own business. No one really pays you much mind. I say eventually you'd see this sort of symbol carved into the wall of what looks to be almost like a ship. You can see that for how crude it is, the sail of it almost looks like it's been cut from the bottom very jaggedly. And there is this odd sort of broken hull that it has, with what looks like various areas where it has been either by design blown apart by cannon blast, or just the ship is just supposed to look like it's in complete disarray. You do find this symbol though.
Okay. What does that symbol tell me? Is it just a symbol that I found carved into the?
Yeah, you definitely know that this is definitely linked in your time just billing with Gilead. You are aware that this denotes the symbol of some sort of gang, but you're go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, 8.
8. You aren't sure whose symbol this is. You think you're on the right track.
Can I do a... Oh, sorry.
Oh, but you're definitely on the right track to finding something here, but you're not certain. You definitely know that whatever symbol you found, these are definitely not people you've worked with in the past. But just because you haven't worked with them doesn't mean they wouldn't be willing to work with you.
In my history check, did I remember if they were friendly with Gilead? Because that would probably mean that they were friendly with me. Were they hostile? Were they just
with an 8,
neutral?
Unfortunately, no.
That's okay. I'm gonna go inside. Is Squeeps with me at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Squeeps was following you.
Yeah.
That's why we were asking.
All right, then I'm gonna take a note of it, and then when Squeeps stops following me, start following Justin.
So you're gonna come back tomorrow?
I'll get what I need from my wander around town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably go in tomorrow. Now that I've, you know what? I'll stick around and keep watch who goes in and out of the store, and kind of sneak off to the side or an alleyway and try to keep an eye out.
Sure. Make a stealth check. Squeeps, are you also trying to be quiet?
No.
All right.
11 plus 6, 17.
17. All right. So as you kind of slink off and get ready to start sticking out, Squeeps just kind of stands there in the alleyway.
I'm like, Squeeps, hide.
10.
He just put a bag.
I'm okay with it.
I was gonna say, so Squeeps, you put your back against the wall and you hold your hands out. You're completely invisible.
That's a 12, if that helps at all.
Okay.
It does.
It
does help.
Put my brim over my head.
So in a very Assassin's Creed style moment, Squeeps just kind of leans against a wall and just kind of pulls the brim of the hat down. The issue is he's not inconspicuous wearing full blue, nor is he the most stealthy of races in terms of blending in.
He's a fucking nerd.
I will say, as you two are kind of just there and trying to keep a low profile, you'll hear what sounds like a couple of people approaching the building. You see them dressed pretty plainly, just in pretty standard commoner clothing. One of them appears to be much more lithe individual. Actually, possibly bordering on malnourished almost. You can see his hair is thinning quite heavily to about the middle of his head. Although, even given that, he doesn't look to be more than maybe 27, 28 years old.
Oh my god, this poor fucking guy.
A bit more sunken in the features. You can see he has a goatee of sorts. It's pretty unevenly cut, and there's some areas where he may have cut a bit too close, and it's just bald spots.
He sounds evil. He's super skinny,
sounds-
gaunt, and has a goatee.
He doesn't.
Or he's
Based on
I think-
appearances,
sorry.
it more looks like he's just very unfortunate.
no, he's just fluffy, man. Sorry. Just
I'd like to approach this unfortunate
Well, there's a
man.
couple more people. There's 2 more people
Okay.
with him. Another one appears to be a tiefling of ruby
Should
red skin.
Squeeps
Much better.
should Squeeps choose to walk off? I'm gonna try to hide even better.
Much better filled out than his male companion. Completely bald. With what appears to be small tufts of hair that are growing in around the face. Although this more looks like he probably just hasn't shaved in a little bit, and based on just his face alone, it's very clear he probably can't grow. He probably can't grow proper facial hair. But even his clothes are better for commoner clothing. They are better looking than his companion. The last one that you see with them is a gnomish woman. Pretty long hair, actually, kind of just tied into a set of pigtails. With her clothes again are common, but there's like these areas where you can see that there are more like patchwork jobs, like leathers that don't really belong there, some cloth that doesn't belong. What's both of your passive perceptions? You're muted.
12.
12?
12 as well.
12 for both of you. Okay, unfortunately, I don't see anything. But she just kind of has this very like intimidating stride about her as she moves up. And Squeeps, you actually don't need to approach, because as they come by the alley, all 3 of them kind of just simultaneously look over. They look at each other.
I'm going to give an ocean-themed cookie to this unfortunate man.
He'll slowly sort of reach his hand
You're gonna
out
give him a cookie?
and accepts the cookie. Thanks. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi. Can we
Hello?
help you?
Pointing at the cookie. Just, patting his hand with the cookie in it.
Right. And they're just going to slowly make their way into the building.
Do we recognize?
I'm sorry?
Do we recognize any of them from any of our dealing?
No. None
The
of
arena, we're kind of.
these. You can make a history check if you're just looking, just like generally, have we seen these people around?
No, I haven't.
What's your
I
roll?
don't. It was.
Yeah, you've not seen any of these individuals around, unfortunately.
Have I?
Make a history check.
5.
No, you have not.
Oh, fuck it.
The funniest rolls. No.
All right, how long do you want to stake this place out for?
I'm okay with that, but I want to try to memorize their faces,
Well, I'm
so that
asking
I
how
won't.
long, 'cause
So
they're
it'll
not
be
the only
easier for me to
individuals who
recall
are-
them later on.
They're not the only individuals who are coming and going. I just want to know how long you're going to be here and staking the place out.
Like, I think like 4 hours.
Okay. I need you just go ahead and give me another stealth check.
But I'll move spots and then locations.
And Squeeps, do you want to also make a stealth check?
13.
So 2 plus 2 is 4.
Can I try to sneak away from Squeeps?
Turns out when you present a cookie.
So, say at about the 3-hour mark, you'll see one individual leave from this building. A very tall, very muscular dragonborn, green scale. With it looks like if he is in this industry, he's been in this business a lot. There's definitely areas on his body where he just has scars on scars, from maybe different blades. It looks like maybe even like he has some areas that are acid burned.
What is that?
Oh, that's me talking through Sean.
Green Dragon is acid too?
No, Green Dragon's poison. Black Dragonborn are acid.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. As he comes out, he passes by the alley, stops, takes 2 steps back, looks in, looks directly at you, Squeeps.
At this point, I'm just kind of like walking in circles. This is really bored.
And then he looks from you, past you. Takes some few steps into the alleyway.
Huh?
Hello.
He slowly reaches to his side and just keeps his hand gonna just at it. Who are you?
Is there a way that I'm not familiar with Gisela and the way that Eric, that I would say like,
Gilead?
Gilead, sorry.
I
I'd be like, oh, I don't want to be like, I'm a friend of Gilead, because I don't think that's how I would describe it. We'd have like a passphrase.
The thing is like, I mean, there's no real like greeting or anything. Like, that's the thing, is like, you have people that you know you need to talk to in order to talk to Gilead. But, I mean, there was never, like, a greeting or anything. Again, the only time she ever wanted you to be proper around her is when you were in trouble. But more than that, she treated her workers like friends, basically. She was always like I said, she was always very friendly to you. But, she had a very short temper when it came to people trying to do things behind her back. So, I mean, it's less that you have, like, a greeting. It's more like you know how to speak the language. You know how to speak,
Well, I'm going to start, I'm going to start speaking in Thieves' Cant to him and talking about how I'm a friend. I'm new to the town. I just, I'm looking to maybe find some work.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any shops that are, looking to be, that are already set up, or anybody working? Because I don't want to step on any toes.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
My persuasion's actually pretty good. Oh, 17 plus. Hold on. I think I'm proficient in it. Which means that it's plus 5. So 22.
22? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of raises an eyebrow at you and then glances over to Squeeps. And we'll say in Thieves' Cant, you looking for work too? Squeeps, you have no idea what the hell he just said. He just said a string of words together that make no sense as a sentence.
What was that, Eric?
So the way Thieves' Cant works is it's not really a language. It's more you're just saying words together that make sense to someone who knows what the words mean.
Pralines and deer horns, and then they're like, oh yeah, of course, really, of course, about the doorknob and it's green.
That's what Thieves' Cant is. It's basically stringing together words that make no sense to anyone else. Sounds like you're just saying word soup.
But I thought it was subtle words dropped into what would otherwise sound like an innocuous regular conversation.
That's that too, but like if that.
Okay.
But it's basically Thieves' Cant it's word soup to anyone who's listening. If you're really like trying to have a private conversation, it just sounds like you could both talking in word soup. You're just flipping random words that make sense together.
Like heavy slang.
It's Cockney.
Yeah, it's Cockney.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
lot of
not-
heavy
It's
slang.
100% just
It's a lot of heavy slang and a lot of like terms that if you don't know what they mean, then you have no idea what's being said.
Yeah, the first thing you have to do to actually learn Theiscant is replace all your teeth with marbles, and then from there you just know it. You can speak it, maybe not understand it, but definitely speak it.
Yeah, so Squeeps, as he says this to you, you know he said words. The words made no sense coherently.
I'm just gonna repeat whatever words he said back to him.
Fuck! I forgot that you just.
He's a Kenku.
Yeah.
He's a mimic.
He's just gonna repeat everything perfectly in their same tone of voice.
I'd like you, Squeeps, to make a general charisma check.
Oh no. 12.
12.
He's a bit confused, but he's got the spirit.
Funnily enough, yes.
It's all about heart at the end of the day.
And he'll just say in common, alright, so you can't... That's right, your kind can't talk normal, can you? Alright, well, if you're looking for work, come inside.
At this point, I'm gonna try to convince Squeeps to head back. Just Squeeps, I think you should head back. I'm okay. I don't need anybody with me right now.
If you're looking for work, head inside.
No, you shouldn't say things like that anymore.
I like you. Come on.
Me?
Yeah. You can talk
No,
like
you
can
have-
talk like him. It's interesting.
All right, if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it. Honestly,
He doesn't
So many
know.
advantages to having a Kinku on your side.
Yeah.
I'm down for Squeebs. Squeebs, let's go. All right, Squeebs. If he clears it, you're good. Let's go.
I'll follow you.
All right.
Fuck
So
it.
you guys make your way. As you guys make your way into the building, you can see it's rather inconspicuous. There's a couple of the building itself appears to be. I can't even really say a tavern. It's really more like just like a gathering area, and it appears to be big enough that it's like, okay, if you want to bring friends here and just relax, you can come here. But it's nothing special. It's definitely nothing like the inn you were in or any of the shops that you were in. It's very plain. There's a couple tables set up with some chairs. At the moment, no one appears to be inside, except for one individual who's currently in the process of wiping down a couple of the chairs. Older individual, possibly late 50s, male. With sort of this very oddly cut, salt and pepper, mostly white at this point hair. Completely clean-shaven face, though the wrinkles do very much show his age. He's got just a very plain set of clothing on. As you come in, he'll look up and go, "Oh, I thought you. Where were they?" And he says, Got some people here. They're looking to make a journey. And he'll say, then you see the old man will kind of look at them, look at you both, look at this tall dragonborn, and he'll nod. Very well. And he'll get up, walk over to the far wall from the door. Will kind of lean against it, and he'll go. And you will watch as there will be a moment of silence, and you'll hear.
God, I'm so glad that Luke is with me.
As the
Shit, because you can just make that knock sound again if we need to.
Yeah.
It's true. If Squeeps remembers,
Yeah.
6 intelligence.
But I can
Shit.
mimic. That's my thing. That's the only thing I
Right,
can
but
do.
you have to remember what you want to mimic. It's not just like an inherent, I know how to do it because I've heard it. It has to be something you commit to memory.
You've got to remember things too, man.
Yeah,
you can't just do them.
it's not like Kenku have a special ability of, I remember everything I ever hear in my entire life ever.
Why not? Damn it!
Because
But but a complete packet, like it really is sort of a complete packet thing though. Like if you like have heard a bunch of keys jingling, the Kinku probably the Kinku may or may not be able to like pierce out an individual key and mimic that. But like if they can just remember, oh yeah, I heard Paul jingle the keys, and they could get that across.
Yeah, they could repeat the key jingling, but if you're trying to repeat a very specific sequence like say a secret knock,
Like
then
done.
that's where you have to rely on memory.
Done.
Yeah.
Basically, it's so I can't
Dun,
cheese
dun.
it, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Don't worry, the note taker has the pattern.
All right.
Squeeze just copiously noting every single knock they hear.
I think I know it too. I don't know if Squeeps does. So.
Right. Head on down. I got some other business I gotta take care of.
I just jauntily bound down.
Alright, so as you make your way over to the wall, you can see, as you enter, there is a younger female, probably about 17 years old, human who's just kind of sat in a chair, her arms are crossed, she's kind of leaned her head against the wall. As you make your way in, she eyes you up and down, Squeeps. So, here you go. You follow in, Mallock, and you can see that there's a small room here, and then there is a staircase that leads straight downward.
Hello, I'm Mallock. This is my companion Squeeps.
Pleasure.
You get your name?
We're gonna sit down. We're gonna sit here all day. You're gonna head down.
I'm already. I continue walking towards the stairway.
All right. So as you make your way down, it is quite a length of stairs. Maybe takes you about 5 or 6 minutes to descend them fully.
Jesus, snake eater stairs.
Yeah, no. Eventually, as you come towards the bottom, you start to hear what sounds like a lot of people talking, as well as you hear what sounds like the very, very soft, from this distance, the soft crashing of a river? Some kind of waterway.
Okay.
As you completely make your way down, you can see a fairly well-lit tavern with various individuals, some dressed in dark leathers, some just dressed in common clothing, some in much more eccentric wares. And you see fairly prominently displayed at the bar, which is actually a circular bar in the middle of the room, is that same sort of ship carving that you'd seen before. You could hear people talking jovially with each other, some clanking glasses, some getting into arguments. This is definitely a very raucous, very raucous area. A lot of people are, and you see that people kind of take notice of you as you enter, since you've never been here before. And as you've been cresting into the main hall, you will both watch as an arm will just kind of pop in front. It will just kind of bar both of you. And as you look over, you can see that there is a half-orc female, with very, very short cut hair, just barely coming off the scalp. Her tusks are very enlarged. And she is very much the body type of a well-paid bouncer. You can see she has 2 swords at her side, with these very, very dark leathers on. Who the fuck are you two?
Hello.
She's staring at you. And she gives you a very, very aggressive stare.
Hello.
I said, who the fuck are you two?
Look at Mallock.
I'm Mallock. This is Squeeps. Or depending on what side you're on, I don't know.
What are you doing down here? Who let you
Just looking
in?
for. Did I get the name of that Dragonborn? Did he tell us his name?
You did not.
And then the lady just was like, "Get the fuck down there."
Yeah.
I'm gonna describe the Dragonborn from upstairs. And the lady. Just the.
Sale. All right. Should move on.
Wait, what was that name?
The person you talk to. Go ahead and head in.
Got it.
If you're looking for work, boss isn't available at the moment, but make your way over to the bar. They usually got some stuff ready.
Thank you. I'm gonna just go to the bar.
Yep, she'll sit back down. And as you're walking through, you see there's a lot of people who are sizing you two up. As you're passing by Squeeps, and are you still keeping that sort of chipper, happy demeanor as you walk?
Yeah.
All right, so you will watch as. So you'll see as you as you're passing by, there is a table where two individuals are sitting. One of them is a full orc female. The other one is a lizard man.
Yeah.
Fucking bring him in up from the Underdark.
As you're passing by, you watch as both of them kind of stare at you, and the lizard man like stares at you and just starts going.
Hello. 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 Okay.
You can make an insight check if you want to, Squeeps. It's up to you.
I gotta. Let's see.
Mallock, you can do the same if you'd like.
The answer is yes to that, and I have a.
Oh, I have a +4 to that. 18.
18? Okay.
And let me run.
Squeeps, you're getting eyed very hungrily. Like the way someone would look at food that was delivered to a table.
I'm just gonna kind of dip behind Mallock.
I got an 8, so.
8? Mallock, this is some really weird individuals, and Squeeps seems perturbed.
This is a creepy lizard guy.
Just a creepy
I'm
lizard.
fine.
Alright, as you approach the bar, you can see sort of making his way around it, and pretty easily too. And as you approach, you can see that there's actually an elevation behind the bar. There's a dwarven male, short cut hair, but short for a dwarf, so still about to maybe just beyond his neck. Hair tied back. You can see he does have a set of glasses on that look like they're a bit worse for wear. He's got a couple scars going across the face. A very full, very well kept beard. Dressed in much nicer, in a barkeep's clothes, but much nicer. And you can see he does have armor on, a set of leather armor on, as well as some daggers at his side. As you approach him, he'll kind of be in the process of just throwing a drink haphazardly towards somebody as he comes over to you two. Oi.
I'm gonna.
Can I get for you?
I'm gonna speak to him in Dwarvish and just be like, oh, can I get an ale and then slip into to regular and you're like, Squeeze, what you want?
Do they have a menu here?
They do not have a menu here.
I'm going to just kind of
Can I get your wine?
point at a bottle.
Okay. So just randomly pointing at a bottle?
Yeah.
All right. So, are you pointing up or down?
Please point
up.
down.
Up.
Oh, you fucking.
So as you point up, I'm just gonna say, are you just straight up, right? Or are you just pointing your head straight upward?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pointing at a bottle,
He'll-
but
I'm waiting for percentile die for the cost of what you just pointed at.
You'll see. He looks back, and he'll look at you, Squeeps, and you see this very big smile come across his face, and just this look of respect.
oh no! Oh, no.
What's your con like?
All right.
Oh, not great. Not
Uh,
great.
Let's get you some, and he'll climb. You see, he reaches. You see, as he reaches upward, he actually has to grab another. He has to grab a step ladder to do this. He reaches up to this very ostentatious looking glass bottle, where inside there is this dark red bordering on black liquid that he reaches up and grabs, comes back down.
A nice cherry liqueur.
He goes underneath, pulls a shot glass, pops the cork, pops the cork out of it, and immediately in the immediate area it starts to smell like a combination of rubbing alcohol and sea scum almost.
Oh my god, it's Malort.
Comes from the homeland. Has a
And he'll-
ruby hidden underneath the bottom.
He'll pour you a shot, cork it, and slide it over to you, Squeeps.
Oh, good.
And and actually just before he does it, he'll actually like glance over, pull out another shot glass, and pour one for himself.
Oh man.
And hold it up to you. Gives you a cheers. Takes it down. Squeeps, make a Constitution saving throw.
I got. Oh shit! What's my proficiency? 6.
A 6.
A 6?
Squeeps, you are on the verge of vomiting. The taste is so terrible. It is one of the most vile things you've ever drank. And
You ever had that moment where all your sinuses just go on high alert?
as this dwarven individual finishes taking the shot, he slams the shot glass on the table.
I'm gonna do it too. Hopefully, it'll make me feel better.
As you do so, your head is throbbing. Your sinuses are open. Respect, little friend, and he'll like reach over, grab your hand, and like almost yank you up onto the bar. I like this one. And he'll look over at you, and he'll like kind of put his arms on the bar, almost expectantly at you.
I'll fucking do it. I did the 1 chip challenge yesterday, so I'll do anything now.
Malort all around.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Nat 20. He pours you the shot. You take it like a champ. Fucking, oh my god, you got a nat 20. That's hilarious. Poor Squeeps. All right. Same thing to you. Reaches over, takes your hand, just firm handshake of respect to you. As he takes the bottle, puts it back up on the shelf, and he goes, "All right. So, what can I do for you?"
We're just, we're waiting for the boss to get freed up, looking for work. or more specifically myself. My companion here is just tagging along, kind of apprentice like.
All right, and I'm sorry, names? I don't think I ever got them.
Well, Squeeps, Mallock.
Uh,
Did we get your name?
Bromrus. Oh, Brom.
From. This is my friend Squeeps. I'm Mallock.
Pleasure. Well, if you're looking for work, I do have some available.
I've got a question for you. I'm looking for work, and I'm also looking for information.
Information costs, especially to newcomers. Speaking of cost... Alright, that's gonna be 60 gold.
Of course, my friends. You shitting me? 60 gold for that stuff?
That's the high quality shit.
Yeah, you say that. What do I say?
I couldn't help but notice, sidebar, Eric rolled for that.
Was that on the higher or the lower end, Eric?
I'm trying to haggle with him here.
Yeah, like Sushep said, I gotta get up the percentile dice.
You did it the percentile die. Why'd you say anything, Sushep? It would have been free. We got respect.
Because I thought it was going to be percentile die for which one you chose. Like, under 40 or something.
Percentile in copper.
No, dude, you always determine price of high expensive liquid on percentiles. You just multiply if you think it's worth more.
Yeah. So that's terrifying.
Oh God. I'm at this point. I'm desperately trying to haggle with him. I only have 80 gold. I can facilitate this.
How
But
about give me a persuasion check.
Can I assist?
Sure. Give me a persuasion check at
just...
advantage. Give me a persuasion check at advantage. Let's go for it.
All right, 16 plus 5, 21.
21. Fine, I'll do 40.
All right, and then I'm gonna clap him. I'll give him 40.
All right. And that's a one-time deal, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Put it away. Right. All right. So, information. What are you looking for? And based on that, I can give you a price.
As you know, in our business, it's not nice to step on toes. I want to make sure I'm not stepping on any toes if I'm looking at that magic munitions place.
You're not from around here, are you?
Nope.
We don't go anywhere near that place.
Why is that?
If you want to end up another nameless dead body in the street, you don't go near that place.
Good to know.
Proprietor's a fucking hard ass. He is. Been trying to make all kinds of deals with him over the years. Didn't like to talk, and I give you that for free because you ain't getting much beyond that.
Appreciate it. All right, now on to the matter at hand. What's the work look like in this town? I'm here for a few days and out, so I can be quick and not gone.
Well, if you're planning to head out, we actually do have some things that need to be ferried if you know how to.
I got another companion of mine that might be more inclined for that, but I can assist.
Well, yeah, definitely. If you want to bring him here, let me take a look, and he'll actually like. It's not that he opens a book or anything. He actually just kind of looks under the table for a moment. Comes back up. Alright, let's see. I got some contraband. Needs to make its way over to Calaman. You heading that way?
Eric, am I heading that way?
Calaman is in the direction of Velade, but it's a bit more to the east.
No, that's not my spot right now. More inclined towards. Is there a place that's near Validate but not Validate that I can say that I won't be telling them where I'm going?
You do know that the route. Well, no, you wouldn't because you didn't really look at the route. Make a. Give me a.
I am also proficient with cartography.
Go ahead and give me a history. Give me a check with your cartographer's tool, I'll say. Or you can use your you can use your proficiency with your cartographer's tools in this.
I got a 7.
A 7 total?
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Damn. Alright.
I'll just say validate.
Validate. He'll look again. Yeah, unfortunately, ain't got much going out that way. He'll think for a moment. He kind of thinks about, like, here in town. He starts thinking, he's like, yeah, unfortunately, not much work in the city. Looks again. Yeah, unless you're willing to make a detour, I'm afraid I ain't gotten much work for you.
Alright, aside from contraband, what can I get? What can I grab?
What you looking for?
Maybe soup up a little bit, get stronger when on my travels, so I can get a little bit more the next time in the next city. Or maybe if you have any leads in Valade.
Unfortunately, because of the nature of it, Valade's not really somewhere we have roots. How much you know about the city?
Not much. Maybe that's what I'm looking for now.
Well, Valade, I only really know what the general knowledge is. But, Valade is more of a religious hub than anything. It's a city, but they tend to keep on high alert. There's a lot of stuff there that they would rather make sure stays safe. And any attempts we've had to put down roots there have all ended in arrests. And we've more or less stopped trying. I'm sure I have to imagine there's something there, but nothing we've been able to suss out. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry, my friend. I got a question for you. If I get in there and I get some more info out, is there a way that I can get some people back in there that would be willing to help me out, grab?
You're saying you're willing to put your head on the line to put
I'm
down
saying
supposed to put down roots.
I'm saying let's do jobs, my friend. I'm looking for work and I came here for work. If I don't have work here, then let's create some.
I like you. I like the gusto on you. Tell you what. Stay here for a little bit. I'll send word to the boss. We'll see if we can, see how far those ambitions can stretch. And he will make his way around the bar, go over to a much better dressed individual, and they'll sort of speak to each other, and you see the person that they're talking to appears to be just another human male, very, much better dressed than anyone in here. The same sort of tied back hair, although you can see that it is also in a very, very beautiful braid. Extremely well-shaven face, extremely well-kept face, very nice beard, no mustache though. Sort of light-ish green eyes. And he, maybe early 30s, looks over at you with, specifically straight to you, Mallock, with this look of, seriously? Before he looks back at Brum and laugh. They kind of laugh together. Or the guy gets up and walks off. And I'll say, and Brum will come back and be like, just hold tight. Be out in a moment. Let's come back to this, actually. Let's get back to this just so we can get some more people covered up. Belmundo, you said you wanted to go to the general shop? David? David?
What?
Did he fall? Is he there?
David,
What?
did you fall
He
asleep?
fell asleep.
Did you
What?
fall
Stop
asleep?
playing Genshin Impact and get in here.
Stop playing Genshin Impact, goddammit.
I'm not even playing Genshin.
We can see it.
No, no, no.
No, as he hastily closes Genshin Impact.
Whoa, Whoa, I'm watching Spider-Man right here.
We're
Way to
taking...
keep it professional for the stream, man.
Damn it, David. Professionalism. This could be important later on. Alright. What is that? This is great. I'm so glad someone went this route. This is fantastic.
What happened?
Did you miss all that?
No,
Are you-
I got most of fucking Sean's talking about alcohol to the other guy.
Oh, man.
That was the most important
Mallock
information
is being
retained.
entrepreneurial in the very best of ways, and it's glorious.
But to be fair, he doesn't have to know what's going on. But-
Mallock is writing a check that the party's gonna have to cash.
It's gonna be pretty great, yeah.
So David, what did you need to David, what did you need to purchase at the general store?
Playing cards.
Like,
Hey,
know
hey guys, my wife's calling me, so I'll be right back in.
okay, sounds good. Hey, this is good. I'm glad we took a sidebar. I have to ask, what is Squeep's thoughts in all this?
My mouth hurts.
My mouth hurts. Oh,
And
no.
he's just very confused. He doesn't know what they're talking about.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a very interesting. Yeah, this is literally Alex running a check that the party has to cash. Oh no. All right, so David, go. You can easily acquire playing cards. Is there anything else you want to acquire? I want to give other people a chance for like to like do their thing.
Pretty much just playing cards.
All right, so just playing cards. All right, easy enough.
How much would that be? Like a silver or something?
Yeah, I think it's only like a silver. Let me see. I just don't know offhand. Yeah, it's 5 silver playing cards.
Okay, I have no more silver.
Easy. Easily done.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And Void, were you literally just going to spend the whole 2 days just working on your books?
Unless somebody else wanted me to go along with them for things, I don't have money, so reading.
I would probably be like pestering you at some point for sparring matches, like basically keep ourselves in shape for fighting.
I guess I could do that to test my guns. Or
Sure.
gun.
Your gun?
Test it out.
Alright. Alright, so you both make your way over to the arena. You can see that it has a lot less, like, exceedingly less traffic. Than it did on the days of the tournament. And as you approach, you can see one of the ushers stood outside. Is that same Warforged individual who had been you'd kind of been seeing as you came and went from the arena. And as you approach, he'll look at you. Hello. How can we be of assistance?
Is this a good place for sparring?
Oh, yes. I believe it's free at the moment. He'll kind of peek into you see the doors to the arena are shut. But he'll kind of open one, peek through. And he'll usher you both in. Do you guys want to actually have a combat? Or do you want this just to be sparring?
I figured it was actually just going to be sparring, like, you know, play it how you would like. I was just thinking like spending a bit of time keeping our skills honed.
Yeah.
And also at some point Lim will be like, do you think we should maybe run our favorite cart driver through a self-defense course? I mean, he's a good man, but you know, we've got to acquaint him with the finer arts of having something sharp and pointed that maybe he can defend himself with. Or maybe a cudgel, you know, something. Get him like a bit of mace.
I mean, I figured he already had at least something going for him. I don't know what it would be, but by himself pulling carts, it just seems likely that he'd know how to defend himself, even if we haven't seen it. I don't know. I guess we could.
All right. So, I'll say Badger. I'll say you guys spend a little bit of time sparring before. It's not too late in the day before you go back out. And Badger, as you're kind of meandering around, you know, just kind of trying to get a general layout of the town, I'll say maybe about 2 hours into your meandering, you will hear some people approaching you. And you'll see
People I recognize?
People you recognize, your companions approaching you.
All right. Morning.
Good morning. You know, you did very, very well in all the fighting, you know, that we did. But it has come up a bit that, you know, you maybe have not as much seen combat. And I was just wondering if you'd be interested in maybe getting acquainted with some weapons, sort of picking out which one seems to have a good build for you, and then we could sort of practice with it a bit. I mean, it's good practice for us, and, you know, if you need to dissuade someone from stealing from you or doing wrong by you, a club can be very persuasive.
I suppose there won't be no harm in that. Sure.
All right. Are you guys? I'm assuming you guys are gonna loan him weapons, or are you gonna make him buy a new weapon?
Does he have a crossbow?
Yeah, we've seen him have a crossbow.
I have a crossbow and I have a dagger at my belt. And that's the only weapons you've ever seen me with.
He's not a very bulky man, so.
Yeah, and I've got like a warhammer. We might even be able to like look around a little bit and see if there are stores that have well, like maybe for now we could just do sort of like some basics on self-defense with like the warhammer or the dagger, because, you know, she's also pretty familiar with daggers, and I mean you're also familiar with them, but like just sort of making sure that we know what you know, like, okay, you know how to use this, and like here's the balance and various things, maintaining it, and maybe a little bit of like, here are some ways that you can deal with them if they're like attacking from behind, or like if there are two of them and they're trying to flank you, and like here are some things that are just generally good for, you know, like it's one of those things where basically aiming to definitely not be insulting, but more just like, you know how colleges will often have like self-defense courses that are just like, we're going to teach you the basics here, and these are all people where like they may very well have already had some time like through kendo or karate or sang tudo or whatever.
I want you to make a. It's interesting. Hey, Void, you gonna hold back?
Yes. I guess.
Are you actually? Just because
I
Len
can.
wants to do it in a specific way doesn't mean you necessarily have to.
I mean, it was Lem's idea, so I'm gonna probably follow her lead.
All right. Badger, make a Constitution check. Best Constitution saving throw.
Against are we into the sparring at this point, or?
I would say you guys begin sparring, and I would like all of you to make. Let's just do Constitution, because I can't think of anything else.
13?
What do you say, Sushep? I didn't hear you.
Oh, Constitution check?
Saving throw.
Oh, saving throw. Okay. I did not roll very well. 12?
What?
8.
8. So, a good way through, as you guys kind of spend a decent chunk of the day sparring and training, Void would probably be is going to be the first to tap out in terms of just sheer exhaustion. I'll say, how long do you guys want to go for?
probably figure something like 2 or 3 hours, and then call it good. Like,
Okay, sounds good. All right, so Badger, by the end of this, you feel very tired.
Yep.
You feel, this was a lot. For each of you, Lem, you're a bit more seasoned when it comes to this kind of stuff. And for you, Badger, it's like you've gone long distances, like walked long distances in your profession, but this is a lot of physical strain over many hours without a break, as opposed to just having a mule sort of carry your stuff around. But at the end of the day, you guys will probably be sore tomorrow.
I will say something people might have noticed is, as we're sparring, I imagine I would have started with the dagger. Badger's stance is very much a knife in one hand, other hand up, protecting the face kind of. It's not the combat style you've seen. It's very much a street knife fight type.
Yeah.
You and I are both gonna get bloody here today type of fighting style.
A lot less refined than yours, Lem, and less refined than yours, Void.
Not refined, but also looks like maybe Badger's been in a nasty knife fight once or twice before.
It's not refined, but it's serviceable.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, is there any... Oh, and then, Nay, what did you you want to accomplish?
I actually wanted to question you about that. Is Lem doing the fighting first, or is she helping me get the dress first?
I'd say... Your call, Lem. Would you like to have gotten the dress first, or after sparring, go get the dress?
I don't actually remember if the dress is ready today or if it's ready tomorrow.
Believe it was... No, you're right. It was tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then if there was talk of Lem wanting a sparring contest, I would unfortunately tell them that I'm not so much good with the fighting thing. I'm not comfortable doing that, so I will not do that today. So instead, I will go ahead and spend most of my day's time over at the graveyard and just being there for most of the day.
Alrighty.
And then tomorrow the beach dress.
Alright, so back to the matter at hand. So, as you two are sat in this tavern, you will wait for about an hour, and then eventually you will be approached by a different tiefling male to the one that you'd seen before. This one, reddish black skin, with the sort of piercing red to the outline, but turns into the same yellow a tiefling would usually have towards the middle of the eye. Almost as if they look bloodshot, but not. It gives the illusion of it, but you can tell it's not. Hair, very short, horns that extend out from the front and kind of curve all the way almost to the neck. Curve back almost to the neck. Looks to be the same build as what you'd probably expect of a bodyguard. Will approach you, say, "Pardon? The boss would like to see you both." And we'll escort you. You guys kind of meander your way toward, I'd say probably the far eastern side of the bar, where you can see that there is a door that he sort of gives a courteous knock, and you'll hear from inside, "Enter." As he opens the door, you can see set at a table is a gnomish male of what he presents forward to be someone of noble birth. Very, very beautiful clothing, with slicked back, very very nicely cut hair, completely black. Clean shaven with an odd scar here or there. Very, very handsome. With these sort of emerald green eyes. Currently, he's just kind of in the process of... You can see that he has a few forms in front of him. Doesn't, on a quick glance, look to be anything important. He sort of sets a pen that he was writing with to the side. Looks at all of you, and inside you can see that human that Brum had spoken to, that's sort of just standing at his side. So, these the individuals that you wanted to help us expand. And the human will nod. Say, well, please, come in. And the door will be, as you guys walk in, the door will be shut behind you. You can see that there are a set of chairs, very beautiful leather chairs that are set up in front of the desk. And sort of glancing around in the immediate area, this very much looks like the office of a professional. He has cabinets that are set up, probably with different files on the inside. To the rightmost wall, you can see that he has a display case or a display cabinet with various different baubles and knickknacks on the inside, various different gems and metals. You can see that he does have on his desk, there is this small, maybe about this big container that is encrusted in various different gems. It does appear to be used for storage or storing something inside. The way his desk is set up is very clean. It is very organized. Everything seems to have a place on it. Even where he had set his pen down, it seems like he has a very specific place that he sets it down in. And he goes, well, how may I help you? Please, such ambitious individuals are always people that we look for.
Look to Mallock.
He's chewing right now.
So, our plan, I've got a few more members of my team that aren't really aware of what I'm doing right now, but we do have someone who's more inclined to my behavior than the others. So we've got two people who can get in, establish contact with maybe a source inside, establish space, and then from there deploy whoever we need to operate how we want. What I'm looking for is a partner and to, set up maybe a sister organization over there.
You see the smile, it sort of widens a bit across his face. He says, that is incredibly ambitious for someone who is, to my understanding, new to my neck of the woods. Well,
New here. One's new at some point.
Well, I'm sure that you understand that such an offer does not go without a bit of skepticism. After all, you come in as a newcomer, and you're already boasting such grand things to me. What is your history? What do you do?
You know as well as I do, we don't like to talk about ourselves, but my Gilia, we've been working for each other quite a while.
What was that name?
Gilia.
Gilia.
How do you spell
Gilia
that?
is that Gilia, I assume. Sorry.
He will say, I know her, yes. We've had some business together in the past. she's interesting. What did you do for her? Oh, what is it?
I said everything because I have no idea exactly what I did for.
I mean, based on what you were taught, yeah. I mean, based on what I understood of your backstory, it would have been a lot of local jobs. You know, moving things from place to place, probably doing collections from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say, yeah, probably just a lot of local work. And he'll say, so you want to go from collector to organizer?
You know,
is quite the leap. I'm sure you understand.
I'm sure you were at some point not close by when I was, you were starting out. How did you get to where? By being quiet about it.
By having the right channels and knowing the right questions. And having the right people for the job.
Well, maybe I'm...
And I need to know that you are the right person if I'm going to entrust you with such a job.
And what's going to be my interview?
Well, you make a bold claim that you are able to put down these roots where we have not been able to. So I need to know that you are able to... He sort of smiles for a moment. And he'll actually open a compartment in his desk. And he'll reach in and pulls out this very, very well-crafted dark leather pouch. And as he opens it, you can actually see on the inside there is a lining of what appears to be tin on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll give that over to you. Are you aware of the High Church of Ogma?
No, they're pretty...
There are many things in that library, many little trinkets that they have, that I would love to add to my collection. Acquire one of them and return it to me, and then we can talk about more work.
That's all I ask.
If you can do that, then not only will you have my trust, you will have my respect and my resources.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. Do I have to make a check to see if this is bad?
Can we be speaking in thieves' cant this whole time?
If you want to, sure.
Hell yes, I do. I do not want to fucking...
No.
I will say though,
Squeeps,
you could still make an insight check because this is still a very odd situation.
We're just like talking like word soup and smiling creepy at each other. Like we're like
And that's 20.
spaghetti.
That's 20.
Like,
Squeeps, you know, between the knocking, which was okay, that's a little odd. To the staircase that walked all the way down. Okay, you know, maybe a little
cool
more,
new club.
Yeah, you know, maybe a little bit more a little bit more weird. To the conversations being held between Brahm and Mallock. Okay, things are starting to look not so peachy. To the way that these two are very adamantly speaking to each other, even though you can't understand it. Yeah, there's definitely something weird and possibly not very good going on right now. He'll, and he will say, and now I believe, Mallock, yes?
Mm.
And your companion's name is Squeeps?
That's what it goes by.
Well, Well, you may call me the captain.
Look at me.
Is there anything useful that I'm getting out of this word soup?
Sorry, no thieves can't.
Damn it.
You may call me the captain, and I welcome you to my ship. Welcome to the Dreadsmen. And he'll sort of reach his hand across for a handshake with you.
I take his hand.
And he'll reach down to you as well, Squeeps. Do you shake his hand?
No, I don't understand anything he said, and I'm feeling getting bad vibes.
He will say.
I'm gonna start pat Squeeps on the shoulder and go, "It's all right."
And he will say in common with a sort of a laugh. He'll say, "It is all right, my little friend. I don't bite. Merely a handshake between future business partners."
Oh, right off the table. I don't do it. I'm very uncomfortable.
You see his hand sort of pulls back, and there's immediately this air of, well then. He'll sit back down in his chair. I would recommend, and he'll say this again in Thieves' Cant. If you intend on, we got some action.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That is a sad boy.
It is a sad boy. Sean, do you need to take a minute with him?
No, he's okay. He just wants to break into things he's not supposed to. And that's not how we...
There you go.
You can't hit. Come on.
That sounds like a little kid.
That sounds like children.
That sounds like children. You okay, Luke? All right.
However hard he slapped, it doesn't hurt. So it's like...
He will.
We don't hit.
He will say, "I would very much recommend in the future that you train that fun. I will let it slide this time, but I'd like to be shown, if you are going to be working with us, the proper respect." His whole demeanor kind of has just shifted to this more like very serious, not friendly at all demeanor. But for now, you have your assignment. Good luck. And when you do return, do not think that you will go empty-handed upon your return. Depending on what you bring me back, you will be compensated for your work. Shoo. That is all. And he will sort of go back to what he was working on his desk. Sean is still mooted because he has to tend to nephew. But I will say, you guys will probably make your way out at this point.
I'm just going back to the inn.
Yeah, I'm cool with heading back to the inn. I feel like we got our talk. We've communicated. We know what to do for next steps.
All right, sounds good. All right. So that's the end of the first day. As it comes to the end of the day, you guys sort of regroup.
I'm gonna try to find Lem.
All right, Lem, you will be approached by Squeeps.
Hey there. You doing all right? Oh, do you have a crick in your neck?
I'm just trying to gesture to private room.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Okay, well, you don't want to show me something? Let's go into a private room, yeah. And I'll basically just like open the door for him and I guess follow him in, or see if he tosses something in the room, or
Okay.
Yeah. Mallock.
is he okay? Is he all right? Okay, okay. People are physically all right, and are you okay? Okay, good. You're all here. That's very excellent. Oh, your head's distressed. That's fair. Did Mallock do something unkind to you? Was he rude? Okay. Did someone say something rude or unkind to Mallock? Okay. Did someone say something rude or unkind to you? Okay, that was a longer pause. Is it someone that we know that did a thing, or is it something else that happened, or was it something like this is the like
amazing 20 questions.
Is there something that you're worried about, or is it something that already happened? Oh, excellent.
The Kenku who can't write, trying to
I was gonna say,
communicate.
you see
Oh my God, you can't write?
He doesn't know how to
him pull
write.
out
He doesn't know how to read.
I
Oh,
can
not
read.
bad.
I just
Oh, he doesn't know
I've
how to read, yeah.
I've elected to not write anything because I feel like that's cheating.
Like writing out your words.
Yeah.
I hear
Or we're playing Pictionary right now. It's 2 words.
Can you do Pictionary with Susha? Wait, is that what you did?
Oh no!
Let me turn off my background. Hang on.
If you put it on up against your chest, I think you can do it, or like against your face.
Oh. No, it's not coming through.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's too light.
Let me
Take
turn
a
off the
picture of it and send it into chat.
Aww. Was that an Elmo doll?
Okay.
Okay,
No, it's
so
Elmo iPad.
so that's clearly folks on the staircase. Okay, that's you and another person on the staircase.
Mallock.
Oh, okay. The 2 of you did a lot of cardio today. A lot of stairs. Okay, or at least a staircase. Out of curiosity, does this inn have multiple levels?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it does have multiple levels in the sense that there's an upstairs, where the rooms are.
Okay. I'm just sort of filing that away for later in case there's like a bad board in the staircase here. Oh, and there's a very unhappy ghost down at the bottom. A very unhappy
Squeeps.
thing down at the bottom. Right.
Squeeps, I will tell you. I will remind you. He did say something in common to you, which was a handshake between future business partners. So you do have that.
I didn't know that was in common. All right.
That was, he did say that to you in common, realizing you may have been uncomfortable with the thieves' can't.
A handshake between business partners.
Oh, okay then. Well, congratulations. You have a new job? Oh,
God damn it, Lem.
okay. So, did someone try to threaten you into doing something for them? Did you sign up for a multi-level marketing thing? Oh,
I'm gonna run out of the room and I'm gonna try and find Boyd and bring him in here.
All right.
Thankfully,
Boyd,
Void's in the
as
same inn.
Yeah, Void, Void, as you're, I'd assume eating dinner at this point. I assume each of you are eating dinner at this point. By the way, someone mark out a gold piece for dinner for all of you.
Say no more.
yeah.
Squeeps will you will hear Squeeps furiously running down the stairs and run over to you. You're muted.
I
You're
can't.
muted. You're muted.
Yeah, you muted.
I will follow.
You're still...
I'm not muted. I don't know what's going on.
There you
It's
go. Go
just
ahead,
not
one more time.
picking up.
There you go.
You need help. Okay.
Everything is
I
everything
will-
is everything okay? Hello?
I'm just pulling on Void's arm.
What exactly did you need help with? Words. Okay. Alrighty. Understand now. Alright. I will follow Squeeps to wherever.
All right.
Are you gonna be okay? All right, I guess you're okay. Bye.
All right.
Okay, so what has been communicated to me that I think we're on the same basis with is that Squeeps and Mallock went down a staircase, and there was something at the bottom with a big frowny face, or at least that Squeeps did not approve of, which I think is fair. And the phrase was said, a handshake between future business partners, and Squeeps is not very happy with this. So I'm thinking that there's something where Squeeps either doesn't think it's a very good deal or doesn't approve of it. And I'm a bit worried that maybe they've been recruited into some sort of marketing campaign, or like, let's do a timeshare or some sort of thing that maybe is morally questionable, or they're not sure that it's practicable. I don't know.
Squeeps, did Malik sign up to do some sort of crimes for a contract? Me, it sounds like he did some shady business
But
in a
so unfortunately,
place.
Squeeps would know because you don't speak the. You just know he talked to someone who was shady, but you don't know what they made a deal. They don't know what they said.
Unless you want to regurgitate that, but you just can't.
Yeah.
He signed
Do
up
you
to a
want
weird
to
cult.
regurgitate?
Yeah.
Thieves'
Yeah. Sunset, come 24.
I need scissors
Look for
61.
laundry
In
savings.
the airplane.
Which, by the
Where
way, neither of you speak this.
No.
Fuck.
I was gonna say, where are you just doing this in the dining room with everybody around, or
he's
No,
No,
this is
this is a private room.
gotcha?
But they're walking in and out of the private room together, and Squeebs is pulling people in there, right? And I'm eating dinner downstairs.
Upstairs. Yeah, would you like to go try to listen in?
Yeah, I'm
I'd
definitely
like
getting
to actually
Malik's doing something shady.
Or, I want to actually sneak in here, but I want to because I can climb because I'm a thief. I'm a little alley cat.
So you wanna climb up like the side?
I'm a little alley cat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Up to like, the
Spider bit.
window? Okay.
I'm an alley cat now.
I'm gonna say as you make your way out, as you make your way out, you make your way to the side where the window is, and you climb up. Make a stealth check.
12 plus 6, 18.
18. What's everyone's passive?
Buff.
Lemon
In
void.
that room. I was gonna say in that room.
Yeah, in that room.
Okay.
15.
Wait, what was it for you, Lem?
18.
13.
13
For me.
Void?
10.
10. So, Malik, you're fairly confident unseen. You make your way up to the window, and I would say you get there just in time to hear Squeeps start speaking, and start speaking in Thieves' Cant, and you recognize it as, "Are you aware of the High Church of Agma?" He is talking about the job you just got, but Void and Lem seem completely confused.
At this
I'm
point,
just
is there
listening.
anyone left down having dinner, or am I the only one down there?
Nate Belmondo are still with you eating dinner.
Mhm.
Okay.
The happy party, 3.
I'm gonna kind of look around and see what is going on.
Actually, this is an excellent point. I'm going to actually look for the badger and go, your friend has disappeared again. What does he do?
Which one? I mean, half of the table's kind of disappeared at this point.
I think you know which friend I'm referring to.
You talking about Mallock? I don't know
Yeah.
him all that well.
But he was with you when we were talking about the event. Okay, maybe you're not good friends, but I assume that you knew a lot more about him. I'm just curious because every single time I see him, he just seems to mystically disappear for certain days, and then I don't see him until maybe 3 days after that. But I Okay. Forgive me, right? Question. Okay. And I'll go back to my dinner.
All right.
Say, well, I mean, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what he does.
Can I?
Traveled with him a little bit. I know he's good at moving about unseen. Well, you and I both saw that at in the arena there. But
Mhm.
as far as what he does for a living, it never came up.
I got a question. Squeeps, are you being quiet when you're talking thieves' can? Or
No.
Are you squawking?
I'm squawking.
What is Badger and wait? What's your passive?
21.
Badger, what's your passive?
14.
David, what's your passive?
Very low. Let me see.
Not enough.
11.
Without
Nay.
observant, my passive would have been 16.
so
But
nay.
observant, freaking insane.
Yeah, so Nay,
Mm-hmm.
you hear Squeeps shouting, or it's muffled, but you hear Squeeps shouting a bunch of random words. Badger, have you heard of the High Church of Ogma?
Have I heard of the High Church of
yes,
Ogma?
it's the you do.
Yeah, we have. We're
'Cause
going
that's
there.
Where Kira, that's where Kira's going for her.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's our go-to place.
I am going to get up and I am going to go outside of the room.
As
And
Badger
I'm
starts
going
to
to-
leave, I'm going, oh, are you getting up to see how Squeeps is doing?
Yeah, I'm hearing Ray's voices. I'm just gonna go and stand by in case things get any more heated in there. And
Squeeps is the type to be that kind of heated, but would you mind if I join you?
Belmondo, are you gonna follow them too?
yeah, come along.
Or are you gonna stay down there and eat food?
I'm gonna eat my food. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
If all y'all idiots are not gonna eat your food, I'm gonna eat mine before it gets cold.
And
Alright, so
I am
Badger-
going to go stand outside of the room, kind of quietly approach and just stand outside,
So
listening to the conversation and being ready to enter if it sounds like it's turning into a scuffle.
So Squeeps, I'd like you to. So go ahead and make a history check for me, and this is basically just to see how coherent you're keeping the sentences that you're saying.
9.
9. Okay, it is scattered. So you get the sentence. Have you heard of the High Church of Ogma? You get. I would say for Badger, who speaks this, would be High Church of Ogma, knickknacks, acquire, set up roots, and then the rest is just it's words, but Squeeps isn't saying them in a way that it forms an actual sentence. It's just scattered words. But those are like the little phrases you pick up on.
Okay.
But Squeeps says you just squawk this at these two. They don't understand.
Have I heard enough to understand that Squeeps is talking about Mal? Or not?
Because you weren't there to hear him say Mallock, and he's not.
Okay.
He has not said anything that alludes to Mallock.
Okay.
All he's been squawking is these words in Thieves' Cant.
Can I insight check to see if I can sort of put 2 and 2 together and think what this might be relating to?
Muted.
Oh no.
Make a insight check. It's a pretty high DC though, just because of the mismatch of words that you're getting.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna get it. 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, Squeeps heard someone speaking Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
But because it's in Squeeps' words, you're not sure if this was Mallock speaking Thieves' Cant or someone else speaking Thieves' Cant. But this is he has heard someone speaking Thieves' Cant and is now trying to repeat what he heard in Thieves' Cant and is doing a very poor job of it.
Is that something that people can discern in the way that, like, if you don't speak a language, sometimes you can identify, oh, that might be this language or that language?
I'd say let's make a
Maybe like at disadvantage, some sort of check.
probably a history check at disadvantage.
They're all common words, though, right?
Right, but just because
Like,
they're all
at least
common
some of
words,
it's-
I know.
Yeah, just
At
like,
least
if
some
I
of
can
it's gonna
understand the
get-
language, it's gonna come off as some kind of a code rather than another
Yeah,
language.
Well,
but like,
I'd say make
weirdly,
a-
things can get into
I'll
like
say
literature
both of you,
and plays.
Both of you can make a history check at disadvantage.
That's delightful.
What'd you roll?
I don't remember exactly what my history thing is, but that's a 4 on the die. I rolled a 4 and a 6, so I'm very.
It's 5 total.
Yeah, so my total is 6. I am very confused as to what's going on.
Both of you are very confused because the thing is like even though it's all common words, like it just sounds like Sweeps belting nonsensical common words. And I say probably the best you can glean out of this is Squeeps is attempting to find a word to say to explain what's going on, but he's just belting out whatever common words he has in his memory and is hoping one sticks. I'd say that's the best you could read in this situation.
Okay.
So he took you to a really weird place and he had a conversation in gibberish. And you're freaked out. Did anything else happen? Like, okay, you drank, got it. Very bad drink. Okay, was it a bar or just a kind of a underground bar?
Yeah, that's good news. It looks like he's quieted down.
Was he
Kind of.
completely drunk when he had this rigmarole okay. Did it seem like they knew what the words meant? Like they okay.
Yes.
Maybe it's I'm gonna guess a code.
It could be. I wonder if it could be something like if he was paying off a debt. Some people get real embarrassed if they have, say, gambling debts or things, and they may not want to talk about it. And frankly, if you've heard the bookies speak, they are speaking a different language. It's adjacent to common, but is not.
I fucking love Lem.
Lev, I assume the goodness in everyone.
How does inspiration
Also in
for
real-
our campaign? Can Lem have inspiration? Like fuck.
You know what? I will say yes, Lem, for your
You
Like, holy
for your
never give us
continued,
inspiration,
for your
Eric. This is
continued ignorance in the situation. I love it.
Just-
You may have inspiration.
this is
Thank you to
historical.
all
The
my
thing is-
friends in college who did ballroom dancing, which is the most English adjacent thing you will ever overhear. Square dance, ballroom dance.
I don't. To be honest, I don't give inspiration because I forget it exists. The thing
I
is,
used to-
the thing is like
It's
any
so
DM,
niche.
even in normal like D&D, like that I've played like in Adventures League, whatever, like even not Adventures League, just normal campaigns, no DM gives out inspiration.
But that's such a good mechanic.
Yeah,
Different
In my-
folks do.
in my
yeah.
experience, I've had ones where I've had games or DMs where been like, all right, so I don't give out inspiration. All the players vote to give out inspiration, but it's like pretty hard. We're like, come on, it's got to be fucking really good. Like that was
Mhm.
really like
Yeah.
also like saving.
I'll say this will be the start of it, and I'll try to be better about it. I just don't really ever use inspiration. But in this situation, Lem, because Suship, you are keeping Lem blissfully ignorant and true to character, I will give you inspiration.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Dude, that's just so funny. Well, some people have debts and they're just oh fucking A. Where did you pull that from?
Yeah.
Just
All right. So Squeeps Unfortunately, it's not looking like anyone's understanding.
Should we get? Have we figured out it's Mallock at this point that took Squeeps?
I said Mal.
He did say Mallock.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like you
Oh,
know,
Mallock.
it was Mallock.
Okay.
They went somewhere
Sorry.
and spoke gibberish.
Only Badger didn't hear that it was Mallock because he came after
Yeah, because he came
the
out.
Church of Akbar.
But I did hear Void say he took you to a place. And am I aware that Mal and Squeeps were going off together for the day?
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay.
Well, that's assuming Void actually said that out loud. I assume.
Should we confront Mallock?
There you go. Now you are beyond the shadow of a doubt. You know they're talking about Mallock.
I mean, it's admittedly not clear that this is some bad thing that happened to a person, or that it's a bad thing that will happen. More a very uncomfortable situation that has Squeeps very concerned. And a lot of those things, depending on what it is, like getting something weird socially going on, a lot of those you have to be a bit delicate with the situation. So maybe Squeeps, if that sort of thing happens again, if you recognize someone who was involved, or if you hear a word and you know that it was used there, you recognize it, maybe bring that to our attention and we'll learn more that way, and we'll keep an eye out. But if this was something like settling old debts or, that sort of thing, I don't know that confrontation is gonna...
Hey, Squeeps, make one more history check for me.
16? 15, sorry.
15?
Yeah.
Mom was speaking in common too.
Yeah.
Okay.
From
The bartender.
the bartender.
I'm not gonna say.
And the only reason I say that is because it wasn't specified at the time that it was you guys were speaking in Thieves' Cant. Because Brom was being very jovial with you both, and was just kind of talking with you.
Oh fuck!
Whereas the meeting with the captain, Mallock did request that this whole conversation be in Thieves' Cant. So that whole conversation would have just been nothing to you.
And the entirety of the like with Brom, there were discussions about going to Veladay. There were discussions about work opportunities, smuggling things.
We basically discussed the entire thing that me and the captain talked about.
Yeah, just in
Yeah.
common
Except just me and the
instead
captain talked about.
just in common instead of. And
Yeah.
I'd say with a 16, you'll with a 16 history, you will be able to kind of piece like scattered sentences.
Don't want to step on any toes. Contraband.
Shit.
Let's do jobs, my friend. That's all I wrote down from the dwarf conversation.
As much as I respect your need to believe in the best of people, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's a
Badger, you have heard this in common now.
that's a
And-
go
means-
ahead.
Nay also heard that in common, and
Yeah.
of course also knows about Mallock. Badger, I'm just going to let you leave here. I am going to try to find Mallock, and I will walk back downstairs.
Hey Mallock, you did just hear. I will say because you're at the window, you also did just hear Squeeps say all this in common.
Well, the fucking cat's out of the bag. So since they basically know every single thing that's going on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop down
Uh-huh.
and head back into the inn.
Okay, sounds good.
Do I know what house is in charge of criminal activity in this part of the world?
Make a history check.
While it's happening, I have to get going. Also,
13.
Nathan should be sending everybody their Secret Santa.
Alright, sounds
Cool.
good.
See.
What'd you roll?
13.
No, but you do know that people you work for. They said, you obviously had people working here.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously did do work here, but you do recall from your conversation that it does appear that they do have roots here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And your initial mission was to bring something here.
Yep.
So you could probably surmise it may not be a strong connection, but you do know that there are roots here.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. That's it. So Mallock, Mallock, make your way back inside.
All right, I'm sorry. Sit right back down on my dinner plate. Half again.
Nay, you'd cross Nay. You would cross Nay as your.
Hi. Hey there.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, I would like to talk with you upstairs if you do not mind.
Why? Why not here? We're just having dinner.
You know what? Fine, that's fair. But how am I meant to do this? How did I do that last time? And Mallock, I would like for you to make, I believe it's a wisdom save for Zone of Truth.
It's fair.
Isn't it Zone of Truth while they're talking something, or while they're actually saying the sentence? I believe, right?
Oh wait, I lied. You will need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, thank God, my charisma was better than my wisdom. What's your DC?
14.
Well, I failed it.
Great.
I will say, because as part of this, an affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions.
You can also lead them around in a trail. Like,
you can also tell half truths. You cannot lie. Basically, your half truths.
Wait.
Yeah, your half truths have to be whatever you say is truthful. So you can't be like, I'm gonna say this part is true and the rest is a lie.
So now don't start a half sentence. Don't say half of the sentence and then just stop and be like,
yeah.
That's
you'd basically what you would have to say is a sentence that is a half truth. So basically, all the information in that sentence is truthful, but you can omit of your own volition what you want to say because you are aware you're under the effect of a spell right now.
You have to speak the truth, but you don't have to answer the question that was asked.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm ready.
First of all, I would like to apologize for doing this to you, but
pretty rude.
Well, I understand it's rude, but I also know it's very rude to upset Squeeps. I think Squeeps is a very good friend.
What do you mean Squeeps is upset?
Well, Squeeps has been saying that there's been a discussion that occurred. If I do recall hearing correctly, hold on a minute. Let me try to recall. Squeeps went down a set of stairs and met with someone that upset him.
Oh God, are you doing this in the middle of the tavern?
I am.
Oh God. Okay, continue.
So I just want to make sure that you and I are on the exact same page. Oh, and I would like to know,
but
what
you always
did you do?
Read all of them to get to the end.
I would like to know what you did with Squeeps today.
Just ask Squeeps. If you already were listening to him upstairs, why don't you just talk to him?
Well, I would like to go ahead and talk with him, but Squeeps is currently busy. That's why I would like to talk with you.
Well, I mean, sure, ask away. What do you want to know exactly? Just that.
I already asked you. I asked what you were doing with Squeeps today.
Yeah, we just went on a walk. Had a couple of drinks. Talked to some people and came back.
Mm-hmm. And there was someone that disturbed Squeeps. I'm curious if you know what they were, who they were.
Squeeps is a pretty fragile thing. They're pretty small. I bet they get scared pretty easily.
You may actually be surprised.
Mallock.
Yeah?
History check. I'm playing both sides of the coin here. I mean, everyone gets fair treatment.
10.
You remember that Squeeps was extremely off-put by that lizard folk.
Yeah, like he's. We walked by a lizard guy, and he just almost started crying. It felt like.
Doesn't seem
he's strong.
That's
fair
hold on.
treatment for everybody.
When you say a lizard person, are you talking about Dragonborn? Because I also made the mistake of calling a Dragonborn a lizard person, so I want to make sure that that's right.
Well, I'm. You know what? Let me roll nature to see if I do know.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
It's a 10. Do I know what?
I'd say you know it wasn't a Dragonborn because you interacted with a Dragonborn, and this one was very, very different, much more lizard-like. I'd say you probably aren't familiar with lizard folk very much, so you know it was a lizard man, but you know it was not a Dragonborn.
No, probably kind of the same situation, but the opposite, I'd assume.
That is very interesting because I have seen, well, actually, all of us have seen and interacted with Dragonborn before, so I wonder what exactly it is about this lizard person that you just said is different.
Since I'm eating my dinner, can I just not inside check, just nature check?
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, no. Now that you say that aloud, Bomundo, make a charisma check.
Oh yeah, you have to make a charisma check. Saving throw, Bomundo.
Okay, I guess I'll do my charisma check first. 20.
You are not under the effect of a spell.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna do my nature check.
Yeah, you can do your nature check.
12 plus 12 plus 1, 13.
13. I'd say you at least know the name of a lizard folk, and that roughly seems to be what they're describing.
You guys talking about the lizard folks here?
So there is a lizard folk. It's completely different from Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say rough knowledge. You know that they can be in cities, but they tend to hang out in more like wooded or swamped areas. That's really all you know.
Okay, so I'm just making sure the story's right. You brought him downstairs to a place to get a drink. There was a lizard folk that was there that disturbed him, and there was some sort of discussion about. At this point, May will actually forcibly go quiet and approach Mallock, but Mallock's here. Go contraband.
Can you say that sentence one more time? The contraband knocked it out of my head.
I wanted to make sure that I had the series of events correct. You took him downstairs, got drinks, he got scared by a lizard person, and there was some sort of arrangement involving, and tried to be as quiet as possible, contraband.
Are you guys? Were you downstairs doing the weed? That's literally what came to my mind.
He fucking revealed, Mallock, yes, I am a drug addict indeed. I do love that. Thank Kush.
Eric, your camera.
Oh, I did it for a reason. I'm blowing my nose, and I don't want people to watch me blow my nose.
Okay.
I don't want people to discover I'm this gross human being.
Just some ASMR no.
Anyway.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry, Mallock, I can't really help you out there.
I'm trying to figure out how to say things back to Nate without saying the words contraband. And I'm also looking at
if only Mallock had access to a private room or a place he could go to talk.
Nay, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Very true, but again, that's why I want to make sure the story is correct.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're being very accusatory. We've been through a battle. We've been through so many things together, and this is how you come at me?
I use my secret technique. Gaslight.
So many cookies. We fought spider things. We fought other things that I can't remember inside of the other Coliseum. I know they were scary, but we survived them together. How can you be talking like this to me?
Oh my god!
Well, I do apologize. You are absolutely right. I shouldn't go ahead and accuse you, and I will take Mallock's hand.
I'm gonna look really weepy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start pulling Mallock up the stairs.
I'll be like, still eating. I slap Nae's hand away.
Okay, I'm okay with doing a grapple check.
Oh, this is going down.
What is Balmundo doing?
Oh, no, what are you
I'm
doing?
fucking eating my dinner. Everyone's just being pulled upstairs. I'm just here enjoying my dinner.
Both of you make contested athletics checks.
You can't enjoy dinner forever.
I can.
I've made my roll
I got a
of
12.
athletics being mine was actually a 12 as well. And I think the rule is if it meets,
If
it's
it
still.
meets its attacker.
Mm-hmm.
The same with
So-
AC. It's the same. I wrote it the same rules. AC tie goes to attacker.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mallock, you are being grabbed by Nae at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Let go of me! Help! Help!
No,
What are you
no.
doing? Get off me.
We are going to have a discussion upstairs, Mister.
Somebody!
Please.
Can I
Nope,
try to
nope.
make a perception, or
All
would
of
just
you
be
can hear him
passive?
at this point. All of you can hear Mallock screaming at this point.
I hear Mallock screaming for help. I'm gonna go see what that's all about.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go downstairs.
Can I use sleight of hand to try to put a dagger into Nae's hand without anybody seeing?
You can make a stealth check. But this is also against Nae's passive perception.
Oh, holy fuck! It's
What
a nat 20.
What's the total?
What do you mean? No.
For a total of what, Mallock?
Oh my god.
A stealth check is 24.
What is
I gotta
this
put-
section?
Yeah, Nae, you're so preoccupied. I would say you don't notice.
Okay. You know, fair enough.
So
That's fair enough.
you guys get downstairs in time to see Nae and Mallock like in a struggle, and Nae has a dagger.
I mean,
I'm very clearly going toward the stairs.
Hey, why do you have a dagger in your hand? Are you gonna stab me?
I'm not.
I'm not
I'm not stabbing you. I'm saying we're going upstairs. We're going upstairs right now, Mister.
Why won't you let me go?
There's a lot of
Why do you
people.
have a knife?
A lot of people are like staring at this point, but are kind of waiting to be like, "What is happening?" Like it's a very weird situation, especially because you two
Also-
were just sitting down and eating dinner together. So there's very much an air of like, "Oh, okay, wait, is this our business? Should we intervene? Should we not? What is happening?"
we've got a private room up here. Come on.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm going. Come on.
Has one called Art call?
I will.
What?
I guess.
I mean, you do see. I mean, you guys do come downstairs to see you. Mallock crying, Nae trying to pull him, and she has a knife in her hand. Like that is what you
I'll-
come into.
I'll get on the other side and I'll start pushing him from behind.
I am going to. So I see Mallock and Nae grappled together.
Yeah.
Nae has a weapon and Mallock doesn't.
And Mallock does not.
I am going to belt out, let him go,
Uh-huh.
and Nae needs a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay.
That'll be a 12 plus 6 for 18.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That was suggestion, and yeah, you don't care.
The moment
And,
the moment that you do that though, I recognize the spell was cast, and my eyes immediately lock to you, and I go, "You are interesting." And then I'll continue trying to pull Mallock up the stairs.
Unfortunately,
gonna-
unfortunately, as part of a charm effect, they're aware they were something tried to influence them, and they resisted it.
I guess it's like I don't believe there's anything stopping two people from grappling or restraining the same person.
Right,
So
but
I'm
will
gonna
say-
do.
Like,
Can I do athletics to hit the
if-
other
I
arm?
am gonna say at this point, a couple patrons have gotten up and are attempting to pull Nae and Mallock apart.
Okay.
And stop whatever's going on here. I'm gonna I mean, are you gonna continue trying to drag him, or are you gonna give to the? I would say about 4 people have gotten up at this point and are trying to separate you two.
I'm okay with redoing the roll if we need to redo the roll.
All right, Mallock. Okay, so then, Nay, I need you to do. Yeah, because they're trying to separate you two. I would say, honestly, you probably disadvantage, and Mallock would probably have advantage because you have 2 people that are trying to pull you guys apart.
Okay, even with the help of Lem pushing, I'm still getting.
So straight roll for you, and Mallock gets advantage.
Okay, that's perfectly fine with me.
And Mallock, you can use acrobatics or athletics to break a grapple.
Yeah, I got a 16 plus 4, 20.
10.
10. So you two will be pushed apart. One person, like 2 of the people basically take. So yeah, Lem, as you're trying to push him along, one of the patrons will kind of come and shoulder tackle you or shoulder check you, and basically loosen your grip just enough that the other one grabs Mallock and manages to pull him away and like get him just starts running him as far away from Nay as possible to the other side of the tavern, and just kind of like brushing him off. Just like, are you okay? Is everything all right? And then Nay, as you were being pulled back, both of those patrons are restraining you, are like holding your arms back.
I'm gonna try to just go over to the people.
And Gorvesh at this point is like,
so
can everyone just calm down? Everyone.
I'm gonna make a check.
Okay, what are you making you check for?
Natural 1. I just start crying.
Oh.
Something I will note is we all.
Nay, look at Squeeps.
I will note that you were all eating dinner together, but a bad situation like this is a bad situation. Like like it may just be 2 friends in the middle of a spat, but one of them did have a dagger. Yeah, and that's never a good situation.
The important thing, like at least part of this is we've mostly seen each other's weapons at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm under the strong impression that I've seen the weapons that Nay carries, and she doesn't exactly have like a bandolier of daggers. So,
but
her having
do you carry a dagger with you as part of your weapons?
No. There is the mace, but that's it.
Which is why I'm like very, very much not convinced about anything with like her trying to necessarily stab, because that just seems improbable, and I'm aware illusions exist.
Well, it's a very real knife. That's the thing I will say. Like
I haven't interacted with it.
Yeah. Right, but
all illusions look like they're real knives.
Fair.
That's why they're illusions.
That's fair. Nate, they're going to attempt to pry the dagger away from you.
Well, the moment that they pry the knife away is the moment that I recognize there was a knife in my hand,
exactly.
and I'll go, and I will let it go.
Yeah. So you will watch as they take the knife from Nate.
You can keep it. It's not hers.
Okay.
Did I actually grab that from? Oh, Mallock, I apologize. That's your knife.
No, I wouldn't say you know that. I'm not gonna say you know that. A dagger is a dagger.
But it's not mine. But it's not mine, and I grabbed for someone.
Okay, so here's how I'm gonna play it. Here's how I'm gonna play the situation for fairness. Nay, you had no idea you had the dagger in your hand. You didn't, and you've never seen Mallock use a dagger, because all Mallock has used.
And you don't find me interesting.
Yeah. And Mallock, because if I'm thinking back to combats, you've only ever seen Mallock use a bow and arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
don't
necessarily know that was
right.
Mallock's dagger. You know that a dagger is in your hand.
I will forego it.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Because I'm using Sushi because I'm using the same logic for Sushi because no, you guys have fought together. You would have seen each other's weapons. You know more or less what everyone uses. But in that situation, I'm really trying to think, but I don't think Mallock has ever used a dagger in combat. I think he's always stuck to the back with a bow and arrow. Like he's never. I don't think. I don't know.
I did rapier, but that's about it.
Yeah, because I know you have a rapier that you've used in close quarters, but I don't think you've ever used.
I'm willing to forego this argument. Fair enough. Fine.
For sake of you.
I can't fucking hide a sword. Frozen? Am I dead?
No, you're good. Hi.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much easier to hide a dagger than it is to hide. It's very easy to hide a dagger than it is to hide a sword, and especially for someone in Mallock's profession, I feel like he would have kept his dagger hidden.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be fair to the broad spectrum. So Lem, you would know that yes, that is not Nay's weapon. You know Nay does not have a dagger, but you guys are also not aware of where the dagger came from. However, that does not stop assumptions. That does not stop speculations. I'm just saying there is no certainties.
Do either of you know whose dagger this is? Nay? Mallock?
I'm gonna pull my other dagger out because I have two.
You see,
Put it away.
with Nay being restrained as she is, there is a moment of intense concentration on her face, but it seems like she's out of it currently.
So my question is, are you holding up Zone of Truth?
The concentration of the Zone of Truth is still there, but in the restraint right now, there's no response.
I'm gonna pick up my dagger and say, "This is my dagger," and then put it back in my pocket.
Very good. Very good. All right. At this point, if both parties have calmed down, the patrons will release you, but stay close by in case something happens again. They're not guards, but they also don't want another scuffle to fall out. And Belmondo is still eating his food.
Yep.
The moment Nay is let go, she immediately runs to her room.
Okay. All right. All right. Squeeps is crying on the floor.
I'm gonna go grab Squeeps' food and I'm gonna go to him with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Squeeps, you looking okay over there? Not looking too good.
I was making noises on the floor.
Whose room is he sleeping in anyway?
I thought it was you two.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's get some rest and talk about this in the morning.
I'm gonna say over the course of the scuffle, conversations, everything going down. Nay, are you keeping up Zone of Truth?
Unconsciously, that concentration spell is still there.
Okay. Wait, is it a concentration spell? Now that I'm
One
thinking, because I just
Yeah.
said duration. Oh no, it just stays within a. Okay, so it just stays within a.
Just
radius.
stays in the zone.
So.
Yep.
Oh, so as I approach, I'm gonna make my charisma.
Yeah, charisma check.
Yeah.
Charisma save.
Or save, yeah.
13 plus whatever that is.
Well, if it's +0, then you failed. But I believe clerics have proficiency in charisma.
How long does Zone of Truth
17.
last for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I'll say we're probably reaching about the 6-minute mark at this point on the spell.
So there's this random zone.
It's not
like in the bar.
It's not visible. It's it's invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So as you pass by, you do feel the effects of a Zone of Truth, but you're not affected by it. Or you feel the effects of a spell, but you're not affected by it.
That's interesting.
Hey Squeeps, would you like to make a charisma check or a saving throw?
It's a 9 on the die.
9. Hey Squeeps, you're compelled to tell the truth if you say anything.
Okay, Squeeps, this is fine. We have a trip coming up soon. You should be excited. Think about it.
Oh, Dustin, I need you to make a charisma saving throw as well.
18?
Okay, fine.
At some point, we should probably have discussion. Maybe now is not the best time. Everyone does have food waiting for them. But something that happened today certainly very much concerns Squeeps, and we can help you a lot better if we know what's going on. We can help get people out of trouble if we know what's going on. And I'm really curious as to exactly what's going on because I don't like daggers that come out of nowhere. Where I'm from, if there's a dagger coming out of nowhere, there was a person who put it there. And they had a reason for it. And I'm gonna take my bowl and go upstairs and actually no. If I don't know if Nay had food, but if whether or not she did, I would probably either take her bowl. Yeah, I'd like take her bowl or take her plate, and head upstairs to bring it to Nay.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way upstairs and the mood of the tavern sort of is still Mallock still downstairs. I think because I have the thing I need to do, we're gonna go ahead and call the session here.
Woo.
Wow.
So we'll be doing day 2 the next day.
Yep.
Which okay.
Which I'm sure we'll have a lot of interesting conversations to be had.
I'm sorry. If I didn't get that nat 20, I wouldn't have snitched. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. I love that you got a 1 on what was that roll for? Like your emotion roll or something?
I was just checking to see if I was gonna cry.
You rolled a nat 1.
So we're gonna pick this up next Saturday, and see how this resolves. This is a
the one
situation.
The one question I have, because it seemed to be addressed to both of them at the time, and it hasn't been established if it was in common or thieves can't yet. But the whole, you may call me the captain, and I welcome you to my ship. Welcome to the Dreadsmen.
That was in Thieves Can't.
But it was a title. Was the name Dreadsmen?
Oh,
yeah, it's a name.
I would say yes. I would say from that, you would have gotten the captain. And you would have gotten Dreadsmen.
Oh, okay.
Well,
very good to know.
Wait, Squeeps, you rolled a 9, right?
Yeah.
So I would say no. He didn't get around to actually saying the captain or Dreadsman.
Okay, but so, he knows those words.
He knows them he knows those words, but he did not say them because he rolled a 9 on his history check.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna pick this up next Saturday. Thank you to everybody who came in to stop by to watch, and thank you, Nathan, for resubscribing for 6 months. And as always, everything is downstairs, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube. If you want to go check out our previous campaign, feel free to. If you want to join us on Discord, feel free to. And until next Saturday, good night, everyone.